Welcome to Season 6 of the Long-Winded One podcast. This is Spoiler Sessions, Lit RPG, the only show where spoilers don't spoil anything. We're digging into fan theories, side characters, and the lore authors. Left in the drawer.
All right, everyone. Welcome. We have a fun episode for you tonight. One that has been many months in the making. I have two folks with me that probably need no introduction. Dakota Krout from, well, he's published like everything. I mean, I could go down the list.
I have published everything, actually.
Yeah, that's true. Literally everything. And we're going to talk about that. Yeah. And one of his narrators, although Christian narrates more than just Dakota's book, Christian J. Gilliland is with us of Murder Hobo fame. We're going to be asking some questions about that tonight. So welcome, you guys.
Welcome, dude. Thanks so much for having us on. Like, this is super fun. It's awesome to be here. It's great to be a part of these things and part of the community. So I super appreciate the invite.
Yeah, well, for me, it's all about the community, right? So I could have one person on at a time, but I like to do like surprise guests. So Dakota, you didn't actually know Christian was coming tonight. So
I'm pretty thrilled about it. So
surprise. Jazz hands, as my wife says. So we are 3 weeks out from Lit RPG Con, if you can believe it. I couldn't be happier. I mean, it feels like I've been preparing for this. And Dakota, I know you've been preparing for this even longer.
So much so, yes. We have a massive amount of stuff happening at Lit RPG Con this year. So it's going to be pretty dang awesome. I'm even going to have some really cool announcements that I can't announce until I'm there. So very excited.
Oh, not even a hint?
I will give you one hint.
Okay.
The Chance Encounter books, the physical books that I'm bringing. This is the only time you can get this version of this book.
Ooh. I like it.
That's all I can say until I'm there. So, yeah.
Well, so there's going to be lots of chances. There's going to be like author signings. There's going to be people giving away books and all kinds of swag. I know I have boxes of stuff that I'm mailing this week. I am going to definitely happen to swing by Mountain Dale Press booth and come see you, Dakota.
Definitely do it, man. It's going to be great. Oh, and by the way, anyone who does get the Chance Encounter book that is there also will get this shirt for free. So yes, come and join the Moisties. It's going to be amazing.
The Moisties.
The Moisties. We're like the Swifties, but cooler. You know.
Well, yes, that wouldn't be hard. Sorry for I don't want to get hate now for that. But well, so Christian, hello there.
Hello,
hey.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us from Georgia.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. When was the last time you guys saw each other?
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. I think.
I keep seeing him on TikTok and stuff like that, but
sorry, I think.
It's good. Like, I keep seeing you there. That's like,
the last time I think I saw him was Dragon Con 2021, 2022, something like that.
Man. Something like that. Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, the years, they fly.
Yeah, they do. The days are long. The years are short.
So the last time you saw each other was actually before the last Murder Hobo book came out, right?
Because that sounds great.
Because the Murder Hobo, so the last one came out in 2023, I believe.
Wow, man, that's crazy to think. Because I don't know, man. Because everyone's like, oh yeah, there's all these things that are happening. I'm like, look, man, I'm 57 books in at this point, and so they're like, when did you do this particular thing? I'm like, yeah, that's. We call it author time, where you're doing stuff and you count time from book to book and from convention to convention. You don't really look at any individual amount of time and say, yeah, this is when I was doing this particular thing. So
yeah.
I'm sure
you've
heard that before.
I have heard that a lot. And honestly, the authors that I have interviewed that have like over 20 or 30 books, when I tell them that we're going to discuss like spoilers, they're like, I don't know what, like, I just can't, there's been so many books through here at this point. Let's just talk. And so we're going to do some just talking today, but I do have some questions that I saw you posted online, which is great. And we have a lot of people in here in chat who are making comments in the chat here. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it. If you have a question for Christian or Dakota,
Sorry,
please.
I just realized I can see the comments. Sorry,
Yep.
go ahead.
Yeah. No. So please, if you have, although somebody says here, time to pay the daddy tax, says triggered by that shirt, Dakota.
Oh my gosh, no, it's awesome. Look at this. All right, so on the front you're moist, right? And on the back you get any blood but red. And that's the crest of the book, which is great.
That's awesome. Well, before we get into talking about books and the questions about the books, I did want to say, if either of you're joining us on Father's Day, and if either of you have any Father's Day gifts that you want to share, I'm going to share a couple if that's okay. So I am worthy. I have a Lego Thor hammer that my son gave to me that he made for me. Yeah. What do you think of that? Yeah.
Very fantastic, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I have one more here. So this is a cup that my daughter made for me with my logo on it. And so I'm not drinking anything out of here tonight. I should be. I'm kind of jealous, Christian, but I should have a beverage in here. Yeah. Anybody else have anything they want to share, or any good experiences they had on Father's Day?
Oh man, good experiences, absolutely. Unless Christian wants to talk some, because I've been talking endlessly.
Well, I woke up to hugs and happy Father's Days and love yous. So that's all I needed.
Christian and I are basically like on the same. I have my daughter's a little bit older than his oldest, but we have 3 that are around the same age.
Oh wow. Yeah, I have 2. So I have a 8-year-old and a 3-year-old, and my son is. He did not get me a present. That is okay. He's 3.
It's totally okay. Yeah.
My daughter made me a bunch of cool crafts. So they are currently drying in a bin though, and so I can't take them out because they're all clay and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The stuff that you can do with clay, I didn't even know. So. All right. So enough of these tangents. I am known for these tangents.
You are the long-winded ones. So.
Yes. Actually, that there's a story behind that, of course, because of course there is. And there's going to be a panel on pen names at Lit RPG Con, and we will be discussing. Somehow I got on a panel with Shirtaloon, which I told my wife, like, I cannot believe that actually happened. But so we're going to be discussing pen names. So please come and partake. But I have some fun/funny/ridiculous questions from the community that I would love to just throw out to both of you before we get to the more serious questions.
Cool.
Can we go there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. And I don't know what this first one's about. You're welcome to say pass. I may have read this one to you before we started. This was from Pop, who is another podcaster here in the community. He wants to know what your favorite instant noodle is. And you can say,
are we talking like ramen?
I think so. I mean, I do like a good ramen.
Because I can't tell if that's a gaming term or if it's like the actual food. Because, Kraft macaroni and cheese is still 35 cents a metric ton, which is nice.
That's right.
But man, I mean, ramen noodle soup, man, that kept me alive in college. I don't know. So big place in my heart for that.
Yeah. My daughter loves ramen, but I don't know that I have a favorite. Christian, you want to?
I mean, I feel like spaghetti's pretty instant.
It is very instant. Yes, my son made me buttered noodles tonight. This was his turn to cook, so I'm gonna have to go with buttered noodles. All right, well let's go to the next question. This one's from Geneva, and I think it is a little more serious. In fact, she sent some pictures. Don't get nervous, anybody. Right. So Geneva sent pictures with this one. She says. This one's specifically for Dakota. Dakota, will you have your megaphone at the con this year?
No, I will not. So I know what she's making a joke, but I in the past have brought along like a headset and speaker because I have like throat damage and other things like that from just sometimes some stuff in the Army. So I can't speak loudly for long periods of time. But this last year, I got some surgery to help fix that, as well as taking, what is that called? speech therapy. So I did some speech therapy to help me be able to regulate for longer periods of time and stuff like that. So it's kind of like speech coaching, stuff like that, but it's more covered by insurance. So
Nice. So you're gonna regale us with this new like booming voice?
No, I will never have that, unfortunately. This is as booming as I get. But I will be able to do this for up to 8 to 10 hours instead of 2 before I lose my voice. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're all a little jealous of Christian's voice. Like seriously, right before we went live, I just decided to tune into a little bit of your poetry, just like you have it up on your YouTube page, and it's like, why can't I sound like that?
Well, it's taken a lot. 7 years of practice. So
did you always know that you had like a voice, like an announcer voice, or like I use that with quotes around it? No,
I did not. I did it one day and then I just never stopped.
And Dakota, I cut you off. I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, you're good. No. I was making a joke for the younger people in the crowd. Because he said it took him 6 or 7 years.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, 6, 7.
Can't get away from that.
Yeah, I know.
No escape.
We're all in it. Yeah. All right. This one is from Wilkie. He's another podcaster here. Again, they didn't give me context for any of these. I have no idea if you know these people or if they're inside jokes. What rubber duck is his favorite, or both of your, and why is it red? Why is it the red one? Is there okay?
Yeah. So it's this one. This is Ducky.
All right.
So Ducky is from, again, Chance Encounter. So it is the healing artifact. I don't know if that comes through on my microphone, but it's oh, nice. All right. It's the healing artifact for my main character. And so it has an ability called Healing Quack. So it's kind of like having a psychologist in the room, and but it's the only like thing that mends flesh at the same time. So there are multiple like healing effects that you can get, but this one is the best because
that's super cool. Yeah. So someone said had that on deck. Yeah. And Dakota didn't know this was coming. Like he has props.
Actual facts. Yeah.
All right. And then Richie, another podcaster, wants to know, will there be glitter tattoos again this year?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Very much so. So my daughter last year, we brought a ton of glitter tattoo stuff. So she went around and, like you could get these tattoos that are like temporary tattoos that full of glitter. And I warned people, but people didn't believe me. They last for up to 2 weeks. So I started getting comments about a weekend. People were like, what is happening? Why can't I get rid of this? And I was like, it was on the sign. We told you I had it. Like, that's literally on you. So, but this year now they have uniforms and they have rolling carts and they have stuff for like extras and all. It's going to be great. So
Doug is throwing some, well, you can see the comment. I just posted it there. She outsold you last year, Dakota, is what Doug is saying.
Amazing. She legitimately outsold many of the booths, and the booths were hopping too. So that's not a dig at anyone. That was like, she was.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I remember this actually, and it just had slipped my mind. But I guess the question is, Christian, do you have any glitter tattoos?
I would love to get a glitter tattoo, to be honest with you.
There you go, man. We had
I got the hookup next to me here.
Yeah, buddy. We had a bunch of guys with tattoos came over, and all they wanted was their tattoos filled in with glitter. Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. All right, we got. I guess maybe I'll do like. You know what? I'm gonna since we're 14 minutes in already, and this is what happens, right? So I'm gonna go right to my question, because I've been trying to find a partner for karaoke. And so the question that I have for you is, when is karaoke happening at Lit RPG Con?
Okay. Yeah. So karaoke will be on Saturday night. And originally we that's what I'm sponsoring, right? So it's a pretty solid sponsorship. And we're using that also as the launch party so that people can be involved with the launch of Chance Encounter, my new series. and which I can say this one without any issue, which already before it is out has options on it for a potential movie. So that'd be pretty cool.
No way.
Yeah. And so the other stuff is still in the contractual phase, which is why I can't talk about it. So the or it's in the like working on time, but yeah, so it's going to be that. I just don't think there's been a time in our genre where we've had a large amount of people in the genre there to be able to celebrate the launch and release of a new series. And so I'm really jazzed about that. So it's going to be at 8 p.m. on Saturday night. So it's kind of after dinner time. And we originally only had it until 10. We just got confirmation that we have it now until 1.
No,
So,
that's awesome.
Yes. And we're going to be doing a bunch of cool stuff. So we're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to have these raffle drawings going on throughout the whole thing. If you wear your Moist shirt, you get extra tickets at the door, just so you know, for the raffle drawings. We're going to be giving away stuff like secret lab chairs and Nintendo Switches. And we're like $3,000 to $5,000 of prizes that we're just going to be handing out. So a year of like Audible stuff like that. So it's going to be crazy. There's a ton of stuff that we're doing so that everyone has a chance to encounter some prizes, right?
That's great. I like what you did there.
Thank you.
And Geneva, on the same kind of topic, Geneva wants to know what your song's going to be at karaoke.
Unless someone steals it first, it's going to be 500 miles.
Yes.
When I wake up.
Yeah, nobody take that song. It has been claimed.
I have other options, don't worry. So if you want that one, it's a good one. So.
Mine is Jump Around. Unless I can find somebody to do like a Linkin Park with the Emily Armstrong part of the new album. I don't know if you guys are into Linkin Park, but anyway, love those guys.
Time it was, man.
Yeah. Christian, what would your song be if for karaoke?
Probably Time of My Life or Bed of Roses.
Ooh, nice. All right, that's all. Those are all the silly questions, and although that last one wasn't that silly, I mean, I'm seriously want to know about that. All right, so we have questions that are focused on 3 series. I don't think I covered this yet. We're going to be focused on the Completionist Chronicles, which you just had a book that came out at the beginning of June. Right? Is that uncapped?
Yeah. That is uncapped. That is this guy right here. It's absolutely gorgeous, lovely, thick. It's a thick boy, you know. So if you're looking for a good read, man, No Cap, that one's good. No Cap,
I love it. So we have at least one question on that, and we have and then we're going to be talking about. We have some questions about Chance Encounter, cool. The series, right? And the first book is called World's Only Hero, I believe, and it will be coming out at Lit RPG Con, right? The 10th?
Yes, indeed.
Of July. Okay, cool. And then
your stuff, man.
Well, I'm excited about this stuff, and I haven't read I haven't read like all of your stuff, but I've definitely try to be well versed, right? And but I started with Murder Hobo, which is what most of these questions are about, because I want to discuss it, and I have the 2 experts here with me. So can we start? I think probably what we're going to need to do is and either one of you can do this, is give like a 30-second overview of the series, just to frame this, right? Because the books came out between, I think, 2021 and 2023, right? So it's been a few years, but they're so awesome, right? Somebody, Doom Bunny says Murder Hobo is such a solid series, and it's just great. And one of my favorite things, and I listened to it again this week, is Christian's bloopers at the end. I just freaking love those so much. And I was on a vacation somewhere. We were driving somewhere, and I started cracking up. I had my earbuds in, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And I took my earbuds out, and I played some of these for the family, and it's just like, these are hysterical. And you even bleep out some of the parts, right? So it's like fun for the whole family. But So if somebody could just give like a 30-second, do you want to challenge Christian? Do you want?
I kind of do, yeah.
Yeah,
like you've done like 400 books since then, something like that.
Yeah.
Like let's see what you got, man.
Okay, so I remember like a a kid fell in a portal and drank a lot and then killed a lot of goats, went insane, and then came back and saved his friends.
Yeah, that's actually pretty solid right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. So, but we have this object,
Tuesday
right?
for me.
Called Cookie, right? And so my first question, I got to know, what is the true origin of Cookie?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Cookie is it is the hammer bone, like the ear bone of a dragon.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought I remembered.
Yep. So that is actually in the book. And so I just think it's later on. So I believe it's a malice. And so that's actually how the name came around for Cookie. It was some Latin name that I was messing around with, like Google English to Latin stuff, and when you go back and forth far enough, it changes. And so he called it goat paste at first, but in Latin apparently there's not a word for that. It just turns it into cookie.
Okay.
So that's the funny thing. Is like, so he's like, oh, it's this. I mean, it's Cookie, and he's just like laughing super maniacally because he's off his rocker at that point. So.
Speaking of off his rocker, how was that, Christian? To like, he started going a little bit cuckoo, right? Like,
oh yeah,
how was that? Was that fun?
That was fun. I loved it. I loved that the whole insane side of it, or like especially when he's screaming into the void, asking back for his hallucinations to come back. That's what stuck with me the most.
Oh man, yeah,
I remember that for sure. Yeah, and the snails and the unicorns.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's
unicorns,
right.
That's right.
Those were
whatever they were. Yeah.
No, you have it exactly correct, man. Exactly correct. Yep. Yeah. Because they are. It was my own take on unicorns, and I thought it was funny.
It is funny, yeah. So we have a question here in the chat. We have seen a small reference of Murder Hobo in the Completionist set. Mm-hmm. Will we ever see more crossover?
Yes, I have a very specific. So there is going to be more crossover with a bunch of different things. However, for purposes, like for legal purposes, because there are people that want to like buy certain amount of rights and stuff like that. I've always intentionally kept the worlds or the universes separated, and it's just kind of a fun. It's just like a Easter egg instead of reality, I guess. Like instead of really directly connecting them. So you'll see references, and you may see more, but I can't say exactly where yet because it's planned. And if it doesn't happen, I don't want people sad.
So is this tricky to navigate?
No, it's great. I don't know. It's cool.
Do you have to like check with lawyers though, like before you do things? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I do like anything that I sign. I read the contract very, very carefully. I was in the Army, man. So I was like, contracts wig me out. So I'm very careful with my contracts.
Yeah, that's smart. Okay. So next question for the Hobo series, Murder Hobo series. What happened to the previous visitors of Murder World?
Oh, they all died. They all died immediately.
Yeah. Do we know anything about them?
So the reason that Luke the Murder Hobo survives at all is the fact that he has almost entirely blocked mana channels. Like he should be like a base human no matter what, but then he's just dropped in this place. And so instead of the energy the mana being able to saturate him, it just can't. And so like eventually what happens is he figures out how to go from nothing to super pristine mana channels. But that takes a really, really long time, but it goes from 0 to 100% like instantly, instead of what happened to everyone else, which was the mana hit them just as a wave, collapse them from the inside out. Right. So that's basically how that goes down. Yeah.
Oh man, you're bringing back so many memories now. Mm-hmm. You folks in chat, I know you're saying like really nice things about the Murder Hobo series, but do y'all remember like the stuff that we're talking about? Go ahead and put your comments in the chat if you can. All right. Last one about the Murder Hobo series, and I'm happy to like hand this off to you, Christian. I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but I want to get you involved, as much as possible. So feel free. You guys can tag out if you want to. Who is Luke's mysterious sponsor from the Murder Hobo series? You probably don't remember or know this one, Christian.
Sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I don't remember who.
Could you-
I don't think it was revealed, was it?
So it was not revealed in that
Yeah.
one. So
Okay.
his name is Error, right? And so Error is on level 50 of Murder World, and so it's very difficult to get to level 50. And so one of the things that a lot of people had issue with, they're like, oh, it ended so suddenly. The third book just ended so suddenly.
Yeah.
They forget that the story is being told by Zed, and Zed wasn't there, right? He was like everything that happened, he is recounting.
Right.
And he never had the opportunity to see what happened with Luke at the end of that world, right? And so that's why it ends the way that it does, with us not having that information, is so that potentially I can go back and write more, right? And so we'll see what happens. But the reason I don't have that currently is at the time when I was doing Murder Hobo, it was like, okay, but it picked up in popularity like 3 years in. And so I had moved on to other series because I was like, oh, this one is just kind of going okay. And then I was like, hey, this is a really cool, sweet trilogy. It's great. And now people are like, so when is there more? I'm like, oh man, when I can get to it on the schedule, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, so when I have other questions I want to get to, but I am curious now. It has been a few years for me, but is it revealed in book 1 or book 2? Who's kind of like recounting the story? I don't remember when you.
It is. So it is. It's always been there from the get-go, right? Because it is Zed starting at like framing the narrative, right, in the prologue and epilogue of each book.
Okay.
And so it talks about that, and then it just there's a big reveal at the very end about what is actually going on.
Okay.
With Zed.
Yeah.
But the fact remains he's missing the story. He doesn't know what happened, and so neither, unfortunately, does the reader.
Good stuff. And people are like, you have to go back, Dakota, if you haven't been able to follow them. I've been trying to put them up on the screen. There's just a whole bunch of love in the chat about this series.
Right.
Okay. So we have 3 more questions. So if we go over a little bit, I'm okay with that. If you guys are good to kind of hang out. So this one is about the Completionist Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to say pass. I know that probably some of this you can't talk about. But question 4 is, who is the unknown administrator / entity monitoring Joe in the Completionist Chronicles? And,
Sure.
and if you need to set the scene like we did for Murder Hobo, please go ahead.
Yeah. So with Completionist Chronicles, what's happening is that it is a real world where they are attempting to turn basically power accumulation cultivation into game style, right? And so in the background, you have to have administrators. And so it gives me some freedom to mess up a little bit, because then they can always be like, so that we can't do that anymore. And you're not supposed to be able to do that. And we fixed that. But yeah, so here's like a reward, but also you can't do it again. Right. And just like what happens in real games is like someone finds a game breaking thing, it gets patched. Right. A lot of people are like, you're just retconning, but no, this is how it is actually done. So what's supposed to be happening is that Completionist Chronicles is a direct continuation of Divine Dungeon, just much, much in the future. And so the actual administrators are supposed to be dungeon wisps. So they're just kind of in the background, able to interact without being seen or affected or impacted. So that's why they can do what they do.
And Artorian's Archives is that's the prequel to Divine Dungeon, right? Is that?
Yeah. So Artorian's Archives is a fantastic series, and it's basically entirely written by Dennis Van der Kerken. And so,
okay. I thought you guys co-wrote
the first couple of books, yes, and then he really took it and made it his own and did really cool things with it. He has a really thriving audience with that, which is really cool. But so some people will ask me questions about that, and I don't have answers because I really let him go his own way with it. I've read it all, but I can't be like, what's the motivation? I can't tell you because I didn't write the character. Anything past book 6, I didn't write. So like I didn't have
Okay.
I wasn't in there with him making things happen. So hard to say on that.
We had a question about it. You can say pass again if you don't know, but will we see Artorian in Completionist?
My plan, yes, you'll see him in the near the end of it, because he's basically the global administrator. So he's pretty much the top person for all of that, like running things in the background. So
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So we have a question here for Christian, and I think this came up during Murder Hobo, but I want to backtrack because I don't want to just skip over people's questions that we have here. So Christian, this question is, what is Christian's favorite voice to play? And I'm guessing this is Murder Hobo, but if you want to like expand the world, you can.
I think I really loved playing Zed, especially his final I don't know, soliloquy. And then but I also really loved playing Luke. He was a lot of fun.
Yeah. He is.
I got to do some fun things with that.
All right, folks, I'm going to try to keep us on schedule as much as possible. I have like one serious question and then one kind of like fun question that I may or may not ask, but I did want to ask at least one question about Chance Encounter, the series. So this one, again, probably going to need some framing, and some of this you maybe don't want to talk about, but I'm sure you want to talk about it. Some people don't, though, so I just want to give you that out. How does the Prince of 99 Lives impact Chance's future in the Chance Encounter series?
Right. Okay. So, yes. So that, I believe, was even in the at the end of Uncapped, we put in some of Chance Encounter. So even people that are just like following Completionist Chronicles got a big chunk of Chance Encounter. So a lot of people should have that without it being spoilery. So essentially what happens is that Chance is not one of the chosen heroes of Earth, right? So all of the chosen heroes of Earth were taken away and are not there to help anyone. Like Earth is completely screwed. And so he is the world's only hero because he found kind of a backdoor into the system entirely by accident. He found just kind of got thrown, the universal code hit him. And the cost of that was 99 lives, which he didn't like kill people to make that happen. They just so happened to die perfectly so that everything worked out. Just go with it. It's cool. And so that does have an impact, but the impact is that he gets to survive and be a hero of Earth through the back door, the subversion, right? So it's the subversion system is what he has, is subversion, subversion. So he subverts the system. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there was a question that I skipped over here, and I was just thinking it as I listened to you talk. Jason Downs from Downs to Read, he's pretty active on like TikTok and Instagram. Yeah. He sent me a question, and I didn't ask it, but it's like I found myself thinking, how do you come up with so many unique premises and systems? Like, truly, I mean, you must be a plotter, because I hear you're like. People say it. You said people say I retcon, but no, it's been planned like this the whole time. Like, you got to be a plotter.
Very much so. Because so Chance Encounter, I have had on the docket for 4 years. I had the first book entirely up on Patreon over a year ago, and it's just that I hadn't had a chance to get to it until now with my schedule and just trying to keep up with everything else that I've been doing. And so because of that, it gives me a lot of time to really nail down the specifics that I want to see in the book. But everything from what the character wears, his nice moist shirt, which is bulletproof, only in the book, just saying. But to his taglines, to his abilities, all of it has been planned so far in advance of the books actually coming out. The magic system actually was the thing that really set this one up for me. And the design of it was so fun that I designed the whole system. And then I said, how can I make this work with a book? And so that's where that took off from. And it's just been super fun. And my one line for Chance Encounter is, it is James Bond and a fusion of James Bond and Jack Reacher in a lit RPG apocalypse.
I saw that description somewhere, and I just thought, oh my god, that sounds awesome.
It is
Sounds
really great, man.
Yeah. Well, we have. I think I'm going to cut off the questions, but I have two that I want to ask here, just in the chat. Do you all have time to hang around for two more questions?
My kids are asleep, man. I can go all night here. So
cool. All right. So this one was really good. I just saw. I want to show you this comment because I thought you would enjoy it. People pulling down Murder Hobo, but here is a question from Neo Ryu.
Ooh, Neo.
Since Joe has his own Joe protocol. And again, I believe we're talking about Completionist Chronicles now. Does he have like a set of dedicated wisps just for him these days? It's kind of like an SOP. So anyone who has to be around, like, all right, I'm looking into this file. Here's a note attached to it, the Joe protocol. And they're just like, oh, okay, just elevate. Just send this to the one guy. So yes, basically a dedicated, a singular dedicated person. Yes. Gotcha. Okay. So if you've asked a question and I've missed it, I really apologize. I've tried to get to all of them. This one is for Christian, and we'll try to cap it here. So Christian, here you go. And I think we could open this up to other books too, but I think they're asking about Murder Hobo. How do you make sure you keep consistency with voices and pronunciations between books?
So with voices, I save audio samples whenever I first do a character. That's as soon as they're introduced. That way I can reference back to that. Pronunciations, I usually ask the author. Dakota didn't, because he wanted me to read as a reader would read, and exactly. That's always been one of his things. Mm-hmm. So if I mispronounce something, well, a lot of people probably are going to. So but in general, authors will send me a list of any pronunciations I need to bear in mind. Yeah. I think authors have to be really careful with that. I once scared away somebody with a 13-page character guide, and that was a mistake. I learned very quickly. I apologize to the world. 13-page character guide would. That's a lot. Yeah. Make me frightened. I mean, it's Gaelic words, 4 narrators. Oh, yeah. So, anyway, folks, I want to know, other than what we've talked about, and you can rehash that, what you both have going on, what you have coming out, what you're excited for, where can we find you, all that stuff. Christian, can we start with you? Yeah. So as far as lit RPG goes, it's been kind of slim pickings for me these days because I'm kind of migrating into like romance and stuff. But I did pick up the Meadow Reach Homestead series. So I'm lined up for 6 books in that. The other one, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about yet because I'm not sure if it's been released. So I'm gonna err on the side of caution there. No worries. But I would watch out for Meadow Reach because it should be coming out soon by G.A. Jensen. And then as far as where to find me, you can just find me on Instagram is the best place. CJG Narrator. Gotcha. And his poetry on YouTube. It's on Instagram too.
Nice. You are on TikTok a lot as well, though, yes?
Oh yeah, I am on TikTok as well. It's CJG Audio on TikTok. Cool.
Well, thank you, Christian. And Dakota, what about you?
Yeah. So the main thing that I have going on right now, obviously, we just had we had Completionist Chronicles that came out earlier this month. And that's been really fantastic. Book 14 still hitting in the, top 100 for Amazon and Audible and everywhere else is really cool. So that's super fun. And six books remaining in that series. So it should be done by mid 2028. Wow. And then the big thing for me is Chance Encounter is going to be is planned to be my new main series. So it is planned for 15 total books. And I'm planning to do 3 to 4 of them a year for the next few years. And it really depends on some of the other stuff that's going on in the background, because I can say that all I want, but we'll see what actually is allowed to happen. And it's going to be amazing, guys. So I have a massive launch party planned at Lit RPG Con. So we're going to be doing, if you're there, you will not be able to escape the hype. It'll be great. So definitely come over to the Dakota Krout Chance Encounter booth, which is directly adjacent to the Mountaindale Press booth. They are separate booths, in case anyone's wondering. It's just going to look like one big booth. And pick up the books. And like I said, the first one here with Chance Encounter, World's Only Hero, it is going to be the only time you can get this cover with this character design with the cover design that it has currently. So it's going to be pretty cool to see that coming out, and lots of really cool things going on with that. You get free stuff, like for instance a shirt. People are going to be getting ducks. Anyone that shows up to the karaoke while supplies last, but we got 1,000 of them. Gonna get a duck, gonna get a sword, all sorts of fun stuff. So definitely, if you're coming to Lit RPG Con, swing over and pick up Chance Encounter, because it's gonna be fantastic.
I will be there, and if you need a backup for karaoke, I'm your guy.
Let's do it, man.
All right. Well, both of you, thank you for being here. Folks in chat, thanks for being here, and we'll see everybody in 3 weeks at Lit RPG Con. All right. We'll see you all. Happy Father's Day, everyone. All right, guys.